Welcome to our Connecting with Community Awards Special. We're celebrating our 11th year of the awards, which were created through our own collaborative efforts with our community partners, Metro Health, University of Michigan Health, Art Van Furniture, Grand Rapids Community Foundation, and Mercantile Bank. We wanted to find out how collaborative efforts in West Michigan work together to solve problems and address community needs. So we asked you, our viewers, how are you connecting with community? We received many nominations and 8 finalists were selected. We also have our Community Choice Award, so tonight we'll reveal both winners. Our first finalist starts with the simple problem of wet mittens. Amazing what can happen when a mom and a utility company work together to solve that problem. Michigan winners create a whole different environment for kids, which can sometimes add to the chaos in the schools. This Connecting with Community Award finalist found a way to address at least one aspect: dry gloves.
It really started with my youngest son, who was in 2nd grade at the time, coming home with wet gloves every day in his backpack. And I think my breaking point was on a Friday when he brought home all of his work from the whole week and shoved his wet gloves in the backpack, and everything he brought home was wet. You know, my husband and I put our heads together, him being an engineer, me being the mom that had this idea, and I said, you know, we have to find something that uses the energy that's already in our house. We came up with this prototype concept on a Saturday, used it on a Saturday night, and woke up on Sunday morning and literally did one of those, and everything was dry. And it really wasn't until I did a TV segment in Detroit, and I had a teacher during that segment calling me, and she begged me not to leave Detroit without bringing her at least 3 or 4 for her classroom. I knew after that point that the need was not just in my home, the need started in the schools.
The reason why I love the green glove dryers is because our students, when they come in from recess to eat lunch, they throw them right on the dryers, or then they take them to their classroom and the gloves get dried there.
The children come in the morning or after recess with wet gloves, and it's nice to be a place where they can put the gloves, they can get dry before they need to use them again.
Well, you know, I first started reaching out to PTOs and PTAs, and the message was very consistent. We love it, the teachers love it, but the funding wasn't there. And so I've got to find somebody who's invested in our communities. And here we are today with a partnership with Consumers Energy, where we've placed nearly 70,000 dryers in schools across Michigan, and we're still going.
Consumers Energy made the investment in Eco Dryer because we feel it's a great thing for Michigan, because we're all about people, planet, and prosperity, making a better tomorrow. We are really pleased to be collaborating with Karen and Eco Dryer on this great project across Michigan.
I love the fact that this project is being recognized, and in an energy efficient way, now allowing kids to have dry gloves and mittens in school. And that just, to me, it's, you know, I'm smiling ear to ear.
Our next finalist is a Grand Rapids landmark that helps people on their journey to recovery from addiction. Their partnerships are many, and the fellowship is priceless.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen.
It's a familiar phrase we often hear from those struggling with addiction. This Connecting with Community Award finalist is a unique partnership that takes recovery to the next level.
The Alano Club of Kent County hosts recovery programs such as Alcoholics Anonymous, Heroin Anonymous. At present day, we're standing on the shoulders of giants. The club started off 67 years ago on Alcoholics Anonymous, but over the years, we've expanded our reach.
This used to be a doctor's house, and some of the guys got together looking for a place that they could meet that was not noticeable, that was quiet, that was safe.
At present day, with the opioid crisis, our club is growing exponentially.
The people here really do care. They cared back then, they care, and it's the same way as now. But now the doors are open to very diverse pathways to recovery.
So this is one of our meeting rooms that we have meetings at. We are open 365 days a year, and what we like to say is we have a chair for you.
We have a lot of great community partners such as Guiding Light, Sanford House, Cherry Health, Arbor Circle, Network 180, and the list goes on.
The relationship between Sanford House and the Alano Club is a very natural relationship that just started right when we first started. And once they're done at Sanford House, the great asset that they have is the Alano Club.
I am 9 years sober from drugs and alcohol. This club didn't save my life, it gave me a life. It gave me a purpose, it gave me hope. When I didn't know what to do or where to go, somebody here gave me some direction.
People come here for the program, but then they also come here for the fellowship. And through the fellowship, you get accountability, and the accountability leads to what I call sustainability.
So this is our speakers meeting place. We usually fill the house. We have one individual speaker who comes to share their story and their experience, and just hope that people will see this message and want to come down and check out the Alano Club of Kent County.
We're all about community, and bottom line, we're stronger together.
This next finalist is about a man who turned his loss into a campaign to empower children. Hockey Todd, as he is known, has a special story for kids.
Dreams are big, dreams are small, dreams they live inside us all.
This Connecting with Community Award finalist encourages us all to find your superhero.
My name is Hockey Todd, and would you please join me?
So Hockey Todd is the story of a little boy who lost his arm at 2 years old. It's the story of facing and overcoming that adversity and now becoming a role model so that other kids who face challenges and obstacles have someone to look up to.
When I was your age and I went to school, I had a dream, and my dream was to be a hockey player.
Hockey Todd definitely brings the empowerment to our children. He's a living example for them of how to persevere, set a goal, and not be limited with your abilities, but instead move forward with your abilities and let them shine.
Here's the secret. There's more to each and every one of you than you realize.
So Free Your Superhero is a nonprofit that allows the community and individuals to work together to promote anti-bullying, self-esteem, inclusion. We really consider ourselves a community program because what we do, it takes so many people behind the scenes. Brooklyn is our special guest, who we just adore. Brooklyn. She is the epitome of a role model. It's amazing and it's powerful to bring Brooklyn in as one of their peers.
I want them to see that it's okay to be different, and I want them to free their superhero. I want them to be who they want to be.
I like that he said that anything is possible. I like how he said to believe in your dreams.
Pretty cool, since everyone is different and that there's a lot of people with disabilities in this world.
If they just remember the story of Hockey Todd, and that anything is possible, that's my goal.
Anything is possible. You will be unstoppable. How far can you go? How much can you believe? Just set your superhero free. Set your superhero free.
When we come back, we'll learn about a partnership between an inner-city after-school program and a church, an animal shelter that helps place pets after their owners pass away, and the magic of lights that can offer a unique bedtime send-off to patients at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital.
We believe in connecting with people.
Connecting with each other.
Connecting for a greater good. We believe in connections that make individuals stand taller.
Families live healthier.
And communities grow stronger. From volunteer work to local philanthropy to supporting those who serve others. It's about belonging.
It's about equality.
It's about a better West Michigan.
Connecting with hope. connecting with dreams, connecting with community.
Replacing furniture in your home? Why not donate your slightly used pieces to someone in the community? Art Van partners with local organizations to give your donations to the people who need it most. And they'll even pick it up, restoring hope and a sense of home. Go to artvan.com to find a donation center near you. Art Van Furniture, connecting with community.
For us, the greatest victories are personal, and no matter what you're up against, we put the best and brightest by your side and at your back. Because to us, healing isn't just physical, it's personal. That's who we are at Metro Health, University of Michigan Health, where the health of the community isn't just about the next doctor's appointment. Metro Health, University of Michigan Health, connecting with community.
Welcome back to our Connecting with Community Awards special. Our next finalist shows how two different organizations can come together to benefit children in our community, regardless of their backgrounds. Let's check it out.
You are the peace in my troubled sea.
What may seem like two different worlds come together for this Connecting with Community Award finalist, where the only thing that truly matters are the kids.
So Base Camp is actually an inner city youth ministry that has been serving in the Burton Heights neighborhood for about 27 years.
In 2011, they lost the building they were in. Thankfully, Solomon's Porch in Jenison heard of their dilemma and opened their church doors. 8 years later, kids are still transported here daily.
I really like to celebrate where our kids come from, and so I'd love to be back in the neighborhood. But Solomon's Porch saw a need, and they stepped in and said, let us do what we can to help you so that the work that's been happening will continue to happen. But one of our biggest partners from a volunteer perspective, besides Solomon's Porch, is Cornerstone University.
So as an intern here, I kind of help run night program and afternoon program. So I come in and I'll help the students with study time, give them math games to do, and then after study time, then we'll go into dinner. I'll help serve dinner to the kids, and then after that, I'll help plan nighttime activities, so anything from craft to games.
We don't see this as just a short-term commitment. When our kids become involved, we are committed to them throughout their life.
When I started, I was 8, and now I have my 3 children also attending, and they love it just as much as I loved it.
I like the art. I like the singing. I like to play here. I like playing with the Legos. It's fun and we get to meet new people. Have fun while we're learning. I like that we can be ourselves.
The love that is here and the love that was there before when my children were there is amazing.
You could be the tallest person in the room, or the shortest, or you could be the darkest, the lightest. Doesn't matter, we're all together. It's just, we're a huge family.
We don't often think about what happens to a pet when someone dies. This finalist does just that, and a marketing firm helped them become more successful with their effort. Dealing with the death of a loved one can be difficult enough. Finding a home for their pets can also be a challenge. That's when a marketing firm and an animal rescue came together in this Connecting with Community Award finalist.
Tyson's Place is a rescue I started in 2014, specifically to help terminally ill people find homes for their pets. Before I started it, I worked for a shelter that had a 50% euthanasia rate, and I noticed a lot of times it was the older dogs and cats that are harder to place, and so I got thinking about how did they end up there in the first place, and that's kind of how we came about our mission. We help people going into hospice, nursing homes, assisted living, that kind of thing, find homes for their pets.
This is Coco, and Coco was my mother's dog, and they were just a perfect pair. But unfortunately, her health continued to deteriorate, and she passed away in October. My brother and my sister and I were very worried, what are we going to do with Coco, because he meant so much to my mom.
Coco came into our rescue after his owner passed away. He's getting adopted tomorrow. He's going to live with another long-haired dachshund, another boy. He's 8 years old, so they're going to be able to be companions, and he gets to travel in their motorhome and go camping and he should have several more years of life left.
I was just thrilled that she was able to take him. And now to find that she's found him a home is just amazing.
LaFleur Marketing is a digital marketing agency. We handle everything online from website builds, design. We heard about Tyson's Place and we wanted to see if we could donate a website. We might not be able to donate our time specifically to fostering the dogs ourselves, but we can certainly give back in other ways.
LaFleur Marketing was a big help because we don't have a facility, so there's no place people can go if they're interested in our animals, so they can go to our website, and the website they designed is really bright, colorful, simple. You can even see it on your phone, and they can see photos of the animals we have and descriptions.
Since we helped, we did a 6-month follow-up case study just to see, did we have the impact we were hoping to have? And she said that her form fills have increased about 25% as far as adopting and fostering. And then she's also seen about I want to say 30% increase in donations, which is really what she needed help with.
When they designed it for us, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like we're a real business now, and people can take us seriously. And it really just shows us in our best light, and I think highlights the work we do.
This next finalist is about the community of emergency responders coming together with the spectacle of lights for the children at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital. Now this is a great bedtime story. This Connecting with Community Award finalist is more than organizations coming together. It's about the children and the people who care about them that create this night of magic.
So Project Nightlights creates this event that any of our kids can participate right from their room. And then anybody in the community can gather outside, shine their light back, and support the kids and families.
So the community partners for Project Nightlights are law enforcement, first responders, the Helen DeVos Children's Hospital. It's a monthly commitment. They come out to do this for the kids, to shine their flashlights, to show them love and support. And it's just a wonderful thing.
We engage with the community across Kent County in many different ways. We hold events and fairs, and kids here at this hospital don't get the opportunity to go out to those events. So we thought, as a whole in Kent County, why not bring some of those events right back here to the hospital? So we decided to bring a little light to their life by having our cruisers and our emergency lights outside, letting them know that we're out there for them.
You know, all the officers need to see something positive. Several of the officers' kids have been here. This DeVos Children's Hospital means a lot to a lot of people. So for them to be able to come and really tell the kids, hey, we're thinking about you, we're saying goodnight, we care about you, we're fighting for you, I think that's huge.
You know, when we come in this morning and you remind them that it is tonight, it gives them something to look forward to. So it makes them light up and, you know, have something to think about throughout the day and get ready for.
It takes their mind off everything. It takes their mind off that we're fighting a big battle. For 10, 15 minutes, everybody forgets. They're shining their lights. You know, for Emily and for our other kids, they see a community come out and they see that the community is supporting, and it's really incredible. Knowing that they're saying goodnight to our kids are in their prayers, our family is in their prayers. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before.
After the break, we'll tell you about life-saving training for students, a partnership that helps people find a home, and then we'll announce the winners of this year's Connecting with Community Awards.
The path to home ownership isn't the same for everyone. That's why Mercantile Bank has developed loan programs to help people find their way home.
I'm coming home today.
Affordable housing is important, and Mercantile helps Inner City Christian Federation create opportunities for our neighbors.
We'll stay.
Helping make West Michigan a place we can all call home is another way we are connecting with community.
Grand Rapids Community Foundation is unlocking our community's potential by focusing funding to these key areas: educating our future, caring for our neighborhoods, cultivating prosperity, encouraging health, preserving the environment, and embracing arts and social engagement. Learn how you can partner with us at grfoundation.org. Grand Rapids Community Foundation, connecting with community.
All across America, there are kids going hungry. It sounds crazy, but it's real. It's also a problem we can fix. Nobody should go hungry in America, especially kids. Let's make No Kid Hungry a reality.
Welcome back. Our next Connecting with Community Award finalist works to educate students outside of textbooks, connecting them with local emergency responders to teach them life-saving skills.
Your 2 fingers right here in your carotid pulse. Right away. Do you feel something?
This Connecting with Community Award finalist goes beyond the classroom. It's all about teaching students how to save lives.
This is a training for our 8th grade students to learn CPR for both adult and infant, how to use an AED machine, how to apply first aid. This is our second portion of the training. It's done by CERC through Kevin McGraw. He's helping us with our training here at the school.
I started CERC because of my passion to give back to the community and helping others. What we're doing is we're going into the schools, we're teaching the freshman class how to do CPR and use an AED. Above and beyond that, we're bringing in the local police, the fire, and the paramedics to give them a career path to explore. They're young and impressionable. We want them to have the opportunity to learn a potentially life-saving skill, make a difference at their family, in their community, in their place of worship by having that mindset to help somebody.
Since we've started this training last year, we had a choking incident and we had a save with a teacher that had an emergency situation, and I'd like to think that these trainings had led to some of the help that goes into the saves.
So it was one day after lunch, we're going back to class and he was still eating a burger, and when we were walking up the stairs he started choking, so then I had to step in, and with the training I had, it helped me out to save my friend.
I was turning red, I couldn't breathe. I was like doing signals to him that I was choking, and he just got in and the burger came out.
Any type of knowledge is really important, but especially the knowledge of how to save a person, how to react in an emergency situation. Those are pretty vital skills to have.
I hope it's a training that they never have to use, but I want them to have the confidence to use it in case of an emergency. I hope that they see the value in it, that they also buy into it, and that they eventually grow up as adults and that they train their kids to do the same thing.
I would say to do it, because you can save someone's life anytime, anywhere, if it's even a stranger.
You want to make a difference in your community, become a police officer, become a firefighter, become a medic. You can be the change and the difference in your community by giving back and doing this. It's a very rewarding job.
This finalist works towards housing justice. For many, finding a home can seem like an unreachable goal, but working together, this partnership helps to make that happen.
So how's school?
It's going good.
Yeah, how's grades going?
Pretty good.
This Connecting with Community Award finalist is working with partners to help people find a place they can call home.
Hi, Brian. How are you? Good to see you. Oh my God.
Well, I was evicted in August of 2018, and at that point just kind of became homeless. When you get an eviction on your record, it's kind of hard for you to convince landlords to take you in. Tell me about anatomy. You taking anatomy next year?
The Inner City Christian Federation is a housing organization that's been working for housing justice here in West Michigan for over 40 years. We're passionate about ensuring that everyone in our community has a place to call home. And so our work ranges from helping people who are experiencing crisis through our shelter that provides temporary housing for families experiencing homelessness, to classes that help people expand their toolkit. And then we also provide affordable housing here in the community, both by way of rental, affordable rental housing, and for home ownership.
Hey, Dad.
Hey.
Hi. With Brian, he was at Family Haven, and from Family Haven, we helped him find permanent housing, and we were able to do that through the Community Homes Initiative. We had a home for him to move into. And so ideally, if we can move people through our programs from homelessness to a rental and then ultimately to home ownership, that's beautiful. That's the way it should all work together.
So what I'm particularly excited about with the Community Homes Initiative is that it provides great opportunities to partner with churches, like Brian's house here. Sherman Street Church, just down the road from us, has a passion for working for justice in their community, and they put their money where their mouth was, where they came in, helped us renovate this home, make it a beautiful place for a family to call home.
ICCF was great to work with. They did a lot of the general contracting parts of subbing out electrical and
and plumbing and windows and everything that needed to get fixed, and we were just focusing on sort of the cosmetic stuff. There was a lot of different doors that needed to get fixed and floors that needed to get sanded and carpet that needed to get ripped out, and it's cool to be able to see it from start to finish.
You know, working with employees of ICCF has been a phenomenal experience. They do everything that they can to help you help yourself, and I think that's amazing. That's amazing.
And now we get to announce the winner of this year's Connecting with Community Awards. Our community partners selected the winner based on their collaborative effort, community outreach, uniqueness, and overall impact. The public also had a chance to weigh in with their Community Choice Award. This year's Connecting with Community Awards were held at the Grand Rapids Art Museum, where all the finalists gathered to celebrate.
This year's Connecting with Community Award goes to the School Emergency Response Coalition.
SERC, or the School Emergency Response Coalition, works to provide life-saving skills to students in CPR and AED training.
Well, it's very humbling. It's very honorable to be recognized by Wood TV8 in the Connecting with Community Partners. And, we want to thank all of our partners here that represents the police, fire, and EMS. Like I say, it hasn't sunk in yet.
And now, the people have spoken, and this year's Community Choice Award goes to EcoDryer for all they do for Michigan schools.
We're over the moon excited. You know, the Community Choice Award means so much because it's the community that chose it. That's making a big impact, and we're excited to accept this award on behalf of Consumers Energy.
It's just incredible to see the countless stories that are out there of organizations that make such an impact in the West Michigan community. It's really what West Michigan's all about. And I think personally it teaches me all the opportunities that are out there in the community for organizations that fly below the radar screen, but do such important work in so many areas of the community where help is needed and more help is needed. This is a great program, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
What I loved was that this year's finalists were all so innovative. I don't think I've ever seen a year where organizations and groups have really done what I would say surprisingly wonderful things. You know, it just never ceases to amaze what this community can do.
We feel really privileged to be a part of tonight, just to be a part of the celebration, the finalists that really reach out to the community. This is really an amazing experience.
What tonight is about putting the spotlight on the people who are doing the real work here in the communities. I love being here because of what this night represents for West Michigan.
It's inspiring to see so many great partnerships in our community working together to address needs. You can see all of these stories again at the community page at woodtv.com. And help us discover more great partnerships for next year, right here on Wood TV 8. Thank you for joining us. How are you connecting with community?